I start my Hitman journey in Whittleton Creek, a quiet, peaceful town in America that nothing could go wrong in, except for that there's two wanted criminals lurking here, and instead of going, calling the police, getting the good sheriffs that definitely aren't corrupt on them, I decided to take matters into my own hands and assassinate both of them.
Excuse me, sir, are you a registered voter? I'd love to tell you about a new candidate who might just change your life. Yes, sir, a total game changer here.
I'm listening.
Wonderful.
And to spare you of this man's absolute yapping, shall we say, all he does is go, this guy is not a politician, he's a regular fella. And I'd just like to say as a sort of, have you ever noticed how blue Agent 47's eyes are? Like, god damn him. Now, as you can see, I was kind of itching for the urge to throw a brief face at man, but I'm a man of constraint, as you'll be able to tell through this video, and I do not make unnecessary kills. I see my target Nolan Cassidy walking down the street, and I bump into him, and I'm thinking, I should probably kill him. I choose my array of weapons, but I decide probably not a good idea. I don't want to get into a barrage of gunfire this early on. Maybe a bit later, but now it's not the time. I stumble upon this lovely looking bakery and muffin sales stand giving out free things to customers, and if it's free I might as well take every single one. So that's exactly what I do. Every single muffin for me, and nobody seems to bat it, which therefore it's morally okay in my books. Agent 47 decides this would be a good time to practice his parkour skills, but it seems like Miss Muffin over here is a little bit judgy, so I give her a taste of her own medicine. And just to be sure, I decided, nobody should be able to see that, and just lob one at this jogger's head. Now, I know she looked like she needed it, as you can see, she really needed it, and it made her so happy she got back up for another one. But we can't have them all, so she gets a briefcase instead. There's limited muffins, it's a muffin eat, muffin get world, alright? If you don't get the muffin, you won't be able to survive. Fortunately, these two fellas seem to know that I'm not who I say I am, so I do my favourite bit of muffin intercourse with them, giving everyone a taste of muffin right here. Everyone knock straight down, get back up. And it's a bit of a kerfuffle, but I send my briefcase up with a non-lethal target and decide that, I'm going to go full fists and just fist some big men. Big men with hats I'm going to fist. After stealing their clothes and the newspaper, I decide that, next on my agenda is actually to kill a target. That's where I'm going to go for Nolan Cassidy. Whilst he may be a little bit of a cunt, I think he needs to die first, put him out of his misery, because otherwise he's going to be punished brutally when his boss finds out that Janus is going to be fucking dead soon. So kill him first, get out of the way. Obviously I ring the door to make sure nobody's home, and then I throw a newspaper at no one. That's what you thought. Yeah, you thought I was going to throw a newspaper. No, I'm a good law-abiding citizen. Instead I ring the doorbell again to make sure I'm allowed in. Once again, am I allowed in? Nobody seems to answer. So I ring it one more time just for safety. And nobody comes, so I ring it again. And you never know, guess what I'm going to do again? I ring it one more time, because, politeness is truly what thrives the world and this beautiful little town. Now, a lady decides to be a little bit of a snitch and report crime, so I go do a reasonable thing to take that. Luckily, nobody notices. I see that my target is standing right there, so I send a swift old newspaper straight to his head. Now, somehow, I didn't really get seen, although I did apparently. So I grab these 3 flashbangs off the thing, obviously they let me go, and I just go open fire, completely ham sandwiches, finish off Nolan Cassidy, and then get shot up by some random dude. Like, bro, you're not even Nolan Cassidy's bodyguard, you're just some fella in jeans. Now, if he had worn jogging bottoms, I'm sure he would have survived that shootout, but he didn't, so Nolan Cassidy's dead. He's definitely all dead. It's their fault, but it's the way the world goes, I guess. Suck it up and better luck next one. I proceed to jump over a fence and hide in someone's bush, in which this guy is like, hang on, you're not supposed to be here. So I send a newspaper flying to us, the good old tissue and the issue. This guy, I expect to notice, but he doesn't, so I go over here, steal a shovel, and, all sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. Because, what we really need is a shovel in our life. I drag his body over to this bush so I don't get caught. I just put my target there, Janus, Anus, whatever it is. Let's call him Anus now. Anus decides that he's going to just be standing there, discuss his plans out in the open, and I go, what a better time to use my sniper than now.
Of course they do. They are Russian. I just had enough.
Janus,
That must
Cold
be
War
what's
spy
attractive.
master.
Yes, that is right. You just saw me quick scope an old man talking about his potatoes. I was going to let him continue, but it got on my nerves and the other fellas started talking, so I went, you know what, we'll just kill him. And I know, 5 minutes in and the video's got longer. What else could you do? Well, we have to do the daunting task of teabagging James first, but we don't do that. We need to find clues, review the surveillance tape and all that stuff by side. We should probably take out a few of the goals, because otherwise we're going to be fucked and bent over, and I'd rather that didn't happen. I'd hop over the fence to see this lovely group of people gossiping about someone, and you know, I've never really been one for gossip, and I think they deserve to pay the price. So you know what I do? I do a logical thing, and pull out 3 of my flashbangs, and send one into one woman's skull, another man's skull, and another woman's skull. You know, really hammer it home, and just so, you know, that one with the blue, she's been flashbang 3 times, and I'll leave her with a bad ending, by smacking her in the face as hard as I can. Now, from this point on, I was a bit of a rampage. I took up a few liberties, shall we say, like shooting a jogger in the head, and maybe I don't know, nobody does. And I go, my fuck is a clue, and I just see a small rope dangling from the ceiling, so my instinct is to pull it, and it's a ladder. Who would have guessed? It's like it said ladder. I make my way up with my bald head and my tape recorder in hand, ready to give surveillance. But you know, first I want to see if I can fuck it up. And for confirmation, no, I can't. I decided to put the tape in, you know, let's have a listen to what's going on, and it is the most boring stuff ever, so I decided to just, you know, fuck around for a bit while that goes, and then I can make my way out. I decide to use the bus stop as an exit, muffin in hand, and I catch the first bus that gets me the fuck out of here. No, nothing bad about that. A man with a wanted poster all over the place, and his head on the apple. And you know what? I think with a mission score of 0. Yeah, 0.0 stars. We completely fucked up. Therefore, I should not be a hitman. Thanks for watching.